Hi. Okay. Big things also lead to endings. This is the last working day in ONDC, and it's been a journey. Delhi and ONDC have been teachers, massive, massive teachers. All of us who are in ONDC, I think, came here because we wanted to do something for the country, and I think we all kind of gave time from our lives to be able to do that. And I came in to look at demand generation, and then looked at three verticals, which is spirituality, gaming, and media and entertainment. And you've built POCs across all three, one, a couple of them. And at the end of it, it's been a journey. It's been a massive, massive. To me, all journeys are actually internal. It's actually never external. I really, what I learn outside is outside. Really doesn't matter. But what have you imbibed at the end of it? What stayed back? And this is, of course, a thank you and a gratitude post to ONDC and people who have been mentors, leaders, teachers, and it has nothing to do with the designation. They have been at all levels, including the person who gives me chai, the person who cleans the office, just at all levels, the guys in the trenches. So, what did I learn? Okay, in the last 10 months of being in ONDC, I think the one very, very big thing is you have to tread very, very lightly. You cannot leave any traces of you. You don't matter, your impressions don't matter. It's you're just in the middle of it trying to enable something beyond yourself, so you do have to look at things beyond words and actions and look at the energy of what you're building. You will have to have secondly a sense of the macro and the micro, and you're just holding the baton and then just passing it on to somebody else to build or somebody else to deliver, and that is a massive responsibility. This is the most responsible I've had to be without any real power to be able to do this. So this is what I call true influence. This is not driven by designation. This is not driven by anything, but this is driven by what you call a purpose, and the purpose is shared, and it's bigger than all of us combined. You have to be extremely mindful of the money and the sources and the resources that you are utilizing, because the intention of that will serve a larger good. So for the first time in my life, I'm very, very mindful of where the money's come from, where the money's going, what the resources are. Because in India, we don't really do love, we do shubh love. Greed doesn't lead to anything. You will be surprised by the people that you meet. So you have to be accepting of just about everybody, because you'll have to see beyond the degrees and the accolades, because what you're building has not been built before. So you'll have to look for native intelligence. You have to look for massive resilience. Um, you will also have to be very, like, you'll have to look for the guy with thoda shiddat, including yourself, because it's the evolved individual who leads the collective, and everything else is pure hubris, and you will be able to see it over time. The talk is actually unimportant. The soapbox holders are unimportant, so you learn to ignore them. You will have to stay open to creativity. You will have to stay open to chaos, ambiguity, inspiration, failure. So much failure on a daily basis. And while you're at it, you also have to have a sense of humor, because there is a lot of intensity in everything that gets built at what you call population scale. And the thing is, uh, you will not go back to where you came from after you've done something like this. You will not go back to the product platform dunya. You would now start thinking population scale. You would start thinking, okay, how do I build for everybody? So this world of open AI, deep, everybody's trying to build for everybody. You're no longer building for the elite, you're building for the masses, and that's a completely different playbook, because this is now an economy which is circular. It is not either horizontal or vertical, and the playbook is very, very different, and it is collaborative, it is collective. It is not driven by lack. It is not driven by aspiration. It is driven by making sure that everybody kind of grows, and that's a very, very large bit. It is almost like the old world andolans, and how do you kind of take that forward? That's the quest, but it's an interesting quest. And thank you, ONDC. It's a massive gratitude what I've learned here. It's been a teacher par excellence, and where do I go from here? We will talk about it, not today. um, but thank you. Last day, and bittersweet, a little sad, but also excited as to what gets built from here on, because what you've learned is what you've learned. And like I said, it's just a change of energy, but nothing really changes. You will still build for the country. You will still look at population scale. You will still look at building something from pure energy and power and imagination. And that, because you will no longer say, oh, I'm building X of India, Y of India. You will build something of India, from India, for India. And that is an amazing life to lead from here on. So yeah, I'll tell you more about what I'm going to do hopefully next week. But today is a goodbye post to ONDC. Thank you, and everybody, you know who you are, what you've done for me. I will talk to you one on one, but thank you, ONDC. Thank you, Shirish Koshi teams. You know who you are. Thank you.